Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, this is the area that was just...
Well, I had leveled off this area for the greenhouse, and
Yeah.
so I just kept going.
Are these original steps, or did you get to do these?
No, these are good.
Yeah.
The guy that originally built this place was a mason, so all these
Mm-hmm.
windows and stuff, so, I mean, stonework and walls and stuff they did.
Yeah.
So this, I had, this plant right here
Mm-hmm.
was like up to here. It was huge.
Yeah.
So and there was a bunch more, so I cut them all back, cut them all down, dug them up, and I had just thrown them in this area here and then just covered them up. And then I decided, I've got my shredder, so I decided, well, I'm going to go in there and dig that stuff up again and shred it. So that's what I did. And I'm glad I did, because, man, even just a branch of that was sprouting. So that would have just been a thick hedge like that. So I got all that dug out and everything. And so I've put some rosemary down there. And I've got some little rose bushes and stuff that I had started from my plants up there. So, or another wildflower that I guess I planted that are spreading, from up there. They're really pretty.
And what are those down there?
Those are more peas.
Black-eyed peas.
The Anastasians they've eaten.
Yeah. You talked about
these I've been picking these and spreading them out, and those are doing real good up here. That white clover, I planted a bunch of that stuff.
Black clover?
White clover.
White clover, yeah.
And it's not doing too good. You'll see a little bit here and there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they buried all that paper here.
Yeah.
But without being able to keep it wet and everything, that's not doing what I wanted it to do.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to rework this. So I've just been throwing the paper at work, comes up the top of my hole here.
Yeah.
That hole, I don't know if it was here when you came before me.
Yeah, it was.
It was about 6 feet deep.
Yeah.
So there's a couple of feet of stuff, just washed down.
A couple times I've heard some discussion of a vertical compost, basically digging straight down and putting paper and stuff in that way. I wonder if that might be a thought to do here, except put in the inoculant that you're missing.
Right.
And seeing if maybe it'll fan out. I mean, it's got to be easier than digging it all up again.
Well, I don't care about that, but see, these are all little wildflowers and stuff that are here.
Yeah, I can't tell how many of my seed balls did anything.
Yeah, I planted those along my berm there, but I can't tell really.
Yeah. Oh, this area is just so neat with all the rock ledges.
Well, there weren't any ledges here before I dug them up. But here's some more little wildflowers that are probably part of that wildflower package.
Or they could just be stuff that finally came up.
Yeah, it could be. But I planted all a big bunch of the wildflowers up in that corner there. And so they've just been, you can see, washing down.
You talked about raking and making just raking stone up.
Right.
You didn't show it to me. I wondered if...
Okay, we'll look and see what I've got.
Okay, here's where you're excavating back to the rock.
Back to the property line.
Yeah.
So this berm here, I had filled with paper and stuff, and it looked pretty bad. You know, it looked like a concrete. But when I dug down to it, with all the brush and stuff that's underneath, it's still got moisture down there.
Mm-hmm.
So my idea here is just to collect as much water as I can up there and let it feed this ditch along here. That's some of that vine that you saw down there.
Yeah.
I'm going to pull it back up there and then see if this ditch will fill up with that stuff and create a humus type of thing. And I've got some trees to put in, and I'll direct it, you know, pretty much where I want it.
This is one of the raked berms.
But you can see them all through here. There's a big one there. Yeah. But they were a lot bigger. I mean, that thing there was probably this high before.
And it's just going into the dirt. Yeah.
But
this area didn't really have anything going before the raked berm took place.
Right.
But now you've got native grasses around here.
Right. And this part here I haven't really done much, but I'll trim back all these trees and it'll get more sun, and that grass will probably do much better. Take that out. Good. And then you can see going down here, it's not as obvious now as when I first did it, but it's kind of zigzag, you know, back and forth down this line.
Because I mean, I remember at one point you had so much water flowing down, you were tearing out the garden.
Yeah. So this berm here, you know, is catching stuff. It's just that the cedar stuff is not good. So once I get some trees up here that have some good leaf matter on them, it'll build some humus up here, and these areas will turn into, you know, plantable areas. All these back and forth areas all down through here. See, after it rains, you can really see it, but that's just filled with stuff that's washed down here. And so I'll try to direct it over there in this way. You can see this is where the water's built up, dirt there. Whereas before, I mean, it was just all rocky and there was nothing happening. So that water would just rush down the side of my hill and down the driveway, and I mean thousands and thousands of gallons.
You're just going, but you gotta stay here.
So,
yeah.
So then this.
Man, the only guy that was getting any benefit was that bamboo at the bottom of the hill. And you got oaks coming up here.
Yeah. Well, see,
well, that's under an oak,
as I trim out these cedars,
yeah.
The oaks are doing much better now.
Yeah.
So.
Well, where's my oak with the crutch?
Oh, I've got.
Well, it was so barren looking around here, it stuck out right away, but it doesn't now.
This one over here is a tree that was moved. This tree here was hanging over here. There was a head bumper as you're walking up this hill, so it was tangled up in a bunch of cedar trees up in through here.
Yeah.
So we just
well, it sure looks happy to me. Yeah.
It's a nice little archway.
Oh, yeah. mean, if you tried to do that on purpose, you never would have made it. It was just there, waiting for you.
Well, we didn't know if by moving it that far, because I mean, like I say, it was over here.
Yeah.
That would kill it. It seems to have appreciated the move.
Did you get these further out Bee Cave Road, these siding pieces? From
I
that
got
little
them out
sawmill?
in Bastrop. There's if you go to a what do you call a wood mill,
Yeah.
sawmill,
Yeah.
you can buy that. We bought all of this stuff for like 25 bucks.
Mm-hmm.
Just fill the pickup load.
Yeah.
They'll fill your pickup up for $25.
And they're cedar?
See, they're just odd shapes.
Oh, yeah. And I mean, you know, they can't, if they're a little swiggly, they can't get much out of them.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably take off the top row here and use it out here. I'm thinking about putting a greenhouse in it.
I need to send you some information on a bunch of Chinese greenhouses that people have been.
They're working a lot faster than we used to just leave it out there, but it would take almost a year for that stuff to really break down. And now it breaks down fast with those worms.
And adding water too, that helps.
Yeah, you've got to add water.
Yeah, that's the thing is I'm watering my plants and my compost now.
Yeah.
They go, "You're watering your compost? What's wrong with you?" I said, "Well, you know, this is Chalet Dune, you know."
Yeah. So here's your.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, that demolition hammer, or
Yeah, let me look at what I don't know what it is. I mean, but that's the way you're trying to get into the rock.
That's the way I used that hammer all along here for a couple of years, but it developed a knock. So the engine probably needs some rings or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I just wouldn't know what a demolition hammer looked like. Is it like a jackhammer?
Yeah, except a lot smaller. I mean, it's electric.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
But it's good for like if you're going to plant post holes or whatever.
Yeah.
You get around a rock and
Demolition hammer. Okay. Yeah. I think I'm going to wait. I think I probably need to just spend more time cleaning up what I got and walking around.
Okay. Well, I didn't know if you
yeah.
fix stuff like that because I'm just going to donate it to Goodwill. And then I've got this rechargeable Black & Decker, but the oil thing broke, and I ordered a new part, but I can't figure out how to get the damn thing apart to replace that oiler. So
Actually, I would have a good use for that. And it's still got the battery with it?
yeah.
And I just charge it up?
Well, it didn't work. You have to replace that oil thing.
Yeah. Okay. Well. Oh, I see. It's like a giant.
See this oil? Whoops.
Yeah. That oiler.
Oiler has to be replaced.
Mm-hmm.
This
Yeah.
part there, and I've taken it apart. But I just don't see how to do it. So
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, this is the charger.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Give it a shot.
Okay, because there's some spots I just can't get good on that. Yeah. So. Metal splitters?
Huh?
Do you have splitting wedges?
I've got one long.
Northeast make all their baskets out of ash. They put a big trunk like this. They just go down and pound it, and they separate every single layer of the tree, and then that's their split, and they just shave it down and start making baskets. My cousin made baskets out of white oak, and let me tell you, the ash sounds like a much better way to do it.
It's pretty hard. I mean, our oak's hard too, but that ash is pretty hard.
The white oak, you run around, you got to find an oak way down in the bottom of a swampy area, and then drag it up, and we sat and I spoke shaved him down.